Yo, what's up guys, Sawk here. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys my team analysis for your Milwaukee Bewears in the United Trainers League. So this is the squad I have, and as you can see, it's very interesting. It's very offensive with a few bulkies that are thrown around. Uh, let's just start off by saying I'm an expansion franchise in this United Trainers League. And I had the ninth overall pick because the winning champion gets to pick where they want, and it filters down the ladder until the expansion teams come in and they get the rest of the slots. Well, I got assigned ninth, which is right in the middle of the teams, which is just perfect because it is a 16 team league. Let's just point out that my first plan was going with Mew. I decided against that and picked up Jirachi. Uh, Jirachi is going to be named Envy. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, Jirachi gives me a lot of potential because I am able to bring it. It can be offensive physically, especially I can run specs, banded, scarf. I could probably run like a defensive trick room if I really wanted to. I could do a lot of things with Envy, and the reason why it's named Envy is because of the amount of heat I can bring with it, and Envy is known for his heat. On the pickup back, I went Zapdos. Zapdos really synergizes well. It gives me a good mon because it can be run especially defensive or physically defensive. It's going to be called Strike Twice because of the Cypher lyrics. I strike twice like a Zapdos. Thunderbolts, I eat them up. You can call it Thunderfang, yada yada yada. Shofu to beat down. Yeah, it's very nice. It can go offensive as well as a specs user, which we might see sometime in the season. Third round, when it went back to me, I decided I was going to pick up Mamoswine. Mamoswine is, in fact, a very nice stealth rocker. It can be offensive, or I've seen it as like a Sash Lead Endeavor set. So it gives me good synergy. So my first three picks, Jirachi, Zapdos, and Mamoswine, are very offensive. I figured, heck, why not just go hyper offense? And I drafted Bisharp. Now, usually they go based on like Smogon tiers. But since this was at the very start of Sun and Moon, they had no tiers. So they decided to make their own in GBA standard formats. Uh, they had a mega tier, which at the time consisted of a server that's going to be shutting down soon. So they allowed any mega stone, but still had like OU rules, if that makes any sense. Like the sleep clause, the OCO clause, all that fun jazz. So my buddy Spedshed helped me with this draft, and I decided I'd name him the Bisharp because he pointed out Bisharp being tier 3 makes absolutely no sense. So I hope to prove to this league that Bisharp's a little better league format than most people give it credit for, if I can play it right, but we'll see. Next up, I needed some rapid spin support, and I figured Delmise would go right now to me. So I ended up picking up Ron Burgundy. So Delmise will be shiny along with Spedshed, who will be the only two shiny mons. Besides Palindrome, the Giraffe rig, which we'll get to later. But yeah, Ron Burgundy, because the moss instead of the green right here, it will be red instead, which is really nice. Rapid Spin support, Ghost type. It has 3 different types of stab with its ability Steelworker, which is really, really, really nice to have. So it gives me a good utility mon, or it can be offensive as well. Next up, I knew I needed some bulk, so I was going to grab Old Faithful Chimes. So I bring Chimes into Milwaukee because I feel like Chimes being I feel like he's able to help us a lot and give us the ability to have a steel type with more bulk than Jirachi does. It gives me a psychic type with more bulk than Jirachi does. It gives me some rocks. It can give me Trick Room. It's a slow mon, so it is able to take some hits. Yeah, Chimes is just a very good overall bulky mon that can help me synergize well with Zapdos. Next up, I knew I had no fire type switching besides a heat proof Bronzong, and heat proof Bronzong is not usually the best. So Slowking was my next pick. So I ended up picking up Slowking, aka Blunder, because look at that derp. Slowking is very nice because it is hella Spadef bulky. It's a water type, so it absorbs some fire hits that I really needed some help on, because as you'll see later, I do have another mon, quote, weak, unquote, to fire, which is very, very nice to have on the team. A nice fire resist is always needed. Plus, it can give me some more trick room support if I do decide to go that route, because I am able to pull it off with some of the other members on my team. So, next pick, I got hella sniped. I was going to take Terrakion here. I was actually going to move every Pokemon down a slot and put Terrakion as my second pick. So Zapdos would have gone to my third pick, Mammoth went to yada 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 yada. I probably wouldn't have gotten this team. So I decided I needed to go this route, and I could probably pick up Terrakion late, and hopefully no one was going to get it. Boy, was I wrong. Terrakion ended up getting picked up by someone in our division as well, and I'll go over who's in my division, and their links will be in the description if you guys want to go check them out. So Terrakion went, and by the time it was this late in the draft, there's only a few fighting types left in the tier 1, which I was going to grab anyway. So I just decided to pick up Infernape. Gives me a fire type, gives me a fighting type, gives me something to be mixed, or it can be Scarfed, Banded, it can be a Sash Rocks lead, which is always nice. It gives me another Stealth Rocker, because at the moment I only had Jirachi, Mamoswine, Bisharp for some odd reason gets Rocks. I think even Bronzong gets Rocks if I'm not mistaken. And then, yeah, Chimpact. Chimpact because it's a chimp, and chimp's cool. So next we have my Mega. I knew I was going to need to pick up Mega Audino because I was going to be low on points because of the GB8 tiering format. So I picked up Mega Audino. It gives me a Fairy type, and it gives me a Normal type. Normal types usually have a very large move pool, which Audino does. Audino is also very, very, very fat. She is thick, as the kids might say. So her name is Starbucks because she is basic. She enjoys Starbucks, she enjoys her Chipotle, and all of that. Because look at Audino. Tell me she isn't your classic person. Everyone goes to her, everyone likes her because she gives out massive amounts of experience. Like, she is the most basic white girl you could ever meet. Next up, we have my mascot. Bewears being here surprised the absolute heck out of me. I was gonna grab Druddigon here, actually. Then I got sniped. Well, the only other tier 4 dragon type mom was Noivern. And I needed bulk, not offense. As you can see, my team has enough of that. So I decided to grab Bewear to give me a little bit of bulk and a little bit of offense. Bewear with base 120 HP, 125 attack. It gives me a nice balance of that, along with base, I think, 80 defense, but with the ability Fluffy, it halves any physical attack, which is really, really nice. So I take less damage. As you can see, he wants only free hugs because of his ability to be amazing. So Milwaukee will be the name for Bewear. He'll be male every time. Yeah. And last, I wanted to grab a tier 5. Well, had to, because this was my last pick. I didn't have a tier 5 at the moment. So, Girafarig was my last pick because of a few reasons. Girafarig gives me the ability to baton pass stats. So I can baton pass a Nasty Plot. I can baton pass a Calm Mind. I can do I said Nasty Plot. I can baton pass Swords Dance. But however, this league has banned speed passing, so I cannot agility pass, which is something Zapdos could do as well. So it's also a fun mon because of how many moves it gets. So I think it can be very useful, and if I can use it right, I think it can help win me a game or two. I think I could pull off some quick things if they weren't ready for it enough. I think I can pull it over. So it would just really depend on how I play this team, but this team looks very, very fun. It's very thick, it's offensive, I like it, I have some bulk if I need it, and I do not lack offensive presence whatsoever. I love it. And that's really it. This is your Milwaukee Bewears in the Season 4 of the United Trainers League. Make sure to leave a rating on this video, as they are always appreciated. If you liked it, be sure to subscribe for more content and comment down below what you thought of it. With that, I'm out. Deuces.